Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I have a topic that's just top of mind right now because the state of California is passing a bill, or at least it's running through the bill. It's with the Legislative Council right now. It's talking about how if you're 100% VA disabled, then you will be able to not pay property taxes on your primary residence. I have the bill pulled up right here. The crazy part is that, so this is California Senate Bill 296, right? You can read it for yourself, just Google it. I'm on like legaliscan.com. But anyway, you come in here and here's where it's kind of silly, and I've got all the statistics for us, right? So first of all, there's almost 40 million people living here in California. Out of those 40 million people, 1.24 million, so 1.25 million people are military veterans, right? In those 1.24 million, 70,700 of us are VA disabled to 100% permanent and total. Now, let's get into this. So first of all, there's all kinds of people putting out stuff that's saying, hey, if you're 100% disabled, then you're not going to have to pay property taxes here in California, which is not the case. That's not the only requirement. Right, so these people are putting out like there's 70,000 of us that are going to be able to have zero on our property tax bill. And let me tell you, I would love to not pay property taxes. My property taxes are almost $12,000 a year. They might have actually eked over $12,000 a year because they do get to increase by 2% or 2.5% per year, whatever the law is. But here we go. This here in section 1, the very first section, in lieu of the property tax exemption, right? Get right to here. It says, property tax shall be exempt from taxation if all of the following conditions are met, meaning A, B, and C. So let's go over this real quick, numbers wise. So we already talked about 1.24 million veterans here in California. 70,700 of them, of us really, are VA disabled to 100%. 8,500 are blind, right? So the property owner must have it as his primary residence. So that's requirement number 1. Requirement number 2 is that the veteran is blind in both eyes or has the loss of 2 or more limbs. So there's 8,500 VA disabled, 100% that are blind in both eyes. But here's the trick. About 1,100 to 1,200 of them are service-related blind, right? 700 VA disabled people have the loss of 2 or more limbs, but only 27 of them are service-related, loss of those 2 limbs. So we're talking about 1,227 total at max people that are going to benefit from this bill. Meanwhile, the politician gets to go, now when I make my national run for whatever position they want to get elected to, they get to say, look what I did over here in California. I could do that for all of us, right? Well, first of all, Texas already has VA disabled 100% permanent and total, done, period, end of story, no property tax, right? But California is trying to act like they're cool, like Texas is, but they're not. Because 1,227 divided by 70,700 is 1.7%. So this bill is going to knock off the property taxes for 1.7% of the 100% VA disabled veterans here in California. 1.7%, less than 2 out of 100. Now, to get even trickier, there's 1.25 million of us veterans, period. 1,227 out of 1.2 million is less than 1 in 1,000. So this politician or politicians that are pushing this bill are trying their best to win over the 1.25 million veterans here in California. They're trying to win over the multiple millions across America when they run for their national seat, wherever they're trying to run for, Senate or Congress or whatever, right? And they're only actually looking to benefit less than 1 in 1,000 veterans here in California. But they get to present this in their road to their next position as if they helped us. Look at this. I would rather see out of at least one of my eyes. I would rather have use of my limbs and still pay my $12,000. So I'm not saying that they need to give me my $12,000. What I'm saying is, do not let these politicians get away with acting like they're helping us when actually they're just trying to help us in the most affordable way and only help 1 out of 1,000 of us. So just when you're striking your votes, realize that these people are playing games. They're playing games with our lives. They're playing games with our emotions. There's a lot of people that I have helped relocate from here to Texas, here to Tennessee, here to North Carolina, because the veteran benefits are better in those states. And this guy is trying his best to make it seem like we're the same, but we're not. We're not the same at all. California has a lot of growth to do better for us veterans. So I hope that this helps you guys understand that it's probably not you. If you're watching this video, it's definitely not you. And if you have use of 3 or more of your limbs, then you're not going to get your property tax discount like the other influencers are putting out there. I hope this helps. We'll see you on the next.